Hello, game, movie, and comic fans. How's it going today? Today is the day that all of us movie fans have been waiting for. To watch this big, epic battle between Godzilla versus Kong. This review will not contain any spoilers, so do not be worried. I will not spoil this film for you. I will just give you my full, honest opinion on this movie of whether or not you should see this movie, or if you should just ignore it and move on with the rest of your day. So, let's get right into it. The film does a really good job of setting up the stakes of where everyone feels with these titans in this universe of movies. Because Godzilla, at the very beginning of the film, is tearing up this facility. We do not know why. And they're really showing him to be the villain, when in the other two movies that he was in, he was the hero. So that's very disturbing for the humans, and we just don't know why he's doing what he's doing. And then we cut over to watch what's been going on with Kong all these years, because from his last film, Kong Skull Island, apparently he was just a baby back in the 70s, but now he's probably up to his full potential of what he can be, and he's definitely going to need it fighting against Godzilla. So then they happen to show that there's this little girl who has this connection with Kong, and they can actually do sign language together and stuff, and that's pretty cool, and it was pretty memorable. Everything else, though, when it comes to this film regarding the humans, it's pretty forgettable, because it really suffers from what I like to call the Transformers syndrome, where they try to focus and make you care about these people, but you really don't care about them. You really just there to watch robots tear up Jack and destroy the cities and all that stuff. That's all we came here to see. And same thing goes for this film. We just came here to watch two big behemoths try to kill each other, and establish dominance against one another. So, the humans you can totally forget about. But this film does a really good job of showing some epic fights. The first fight takes place on a freighter in the middle of the ocean. That was pretty cool. We definitely got to see that Godzilla for sure has his he's in his domain to be there in the water and fighting against Kong, because Kong definitely didn't have much of an advantage there. And the film then proceeds to go on and show all these other things going on with some characters that you followed with the second Godzilla film of Godzilla King of Monsters. And like I said earlier, this stuff with the humans and the story that they got going on, it's pretty forgettable. It's what I think was the weaker part of the film. It really dragged, and then it kind of made me lose attention to the film. But, every time Godzilla or Kong was on screen, he definitely had my attention. Especially when then the film takes you to this place that they call Inner Earth. I could not wait until they make, like, a new King Kong movie based in this world, because this is a really interesting world. The gravity's all messed up. There's tons of different creatures, and it just looks amazing, I gotta tell you. And going off on that point as well, the visual effects in this film definitely are very, very good. I've always thought that with these films, with these monster universe films, as like Warner Brothers likes to call it, they look so good. And this film definitely showed its strengths in that department of visualization and the CGI. Gotta give them full on props for that. So great job there, Warner Brothers. And thank you for giving us a good showing there, unlike other movies in your past, like with Doomsday and Batman v Superman. Anyway, so then the film goes on after you get into this Inner Earth. And, Kong, explores it a little bit and stuff. And then you get to the other big epic fight at the very end in the third act of the movie, where Godzilla and Kong finally really go at it. Kong has more of an advantage in this fight because he's on land and he can do a lot more moving, jumping on buildings, and, pretty epic all around. But man, poor Hong Kong. Man, that whole city was just destroyed, man. It was just destroyed. You know, people wanted to complain in the Man of Steel movie how Metropolis got destroyed. Man, I'm surprised not many people are complaining about this movie with all the destruction that happened. I mean, it's very well possible they killed tons and tons of people in this city. But hey, you know what? We came here to watch buildings get destroyed and monsters fight. And if that's the kind of film you're looking for, well, this movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, will definitely deliver on all those fronts. And without any spoilers, the end fight sequence that goes on in that third act is really, really epic, especially if you're a monster movie loving fan like me. Me and my friends, man, we always talked about how we thought this ending would go, and boy, we sure got what we asked for, and it was epic. And I really enjoyed this film, so I personally would recommend it. You know, but if you're trying to look for just some movie to watch and think you're gonna get some kind of like Oscar performances and stuff out of it, this is not the film for you. This is clearly for if you want to watch destruction and a good popcorn flick. And I would personally rate this movie and give it a 7 out of 10. I would say it's a very solid film, but the story overall really drags. And in these films, you know, in the past, you know, all the stories have dragged, but I have to admit this one did do the better one out of all the stories. They did get a better cast for sure. And I did really thoroughly enjoy this film, especially during this time when, you know, going to theaters is kind of hard. I really enjoyed watching this on HBO Max. And hopefully we can continue to keep getting these great movies and seeing them on these streaming services like HBO Max and stuff. We've definitely had a pretty good start so far with HBO Max with the Zack Snyder's Justice League and now Godzilla vs. Kong. So, guys, I totally recommend going to watch this movie. If you are looking for something new and entertaining, definitely give it a go. So guys, I hope this review really helped you out and whether or not you should watch this film or not. And if you would like to see more reviews, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what movies you'd like me to try to review. I'd definitely love to do that. I love movies and I love giving reviews and maybe giving different points of view on them. So, till next time guys, I am the Marvelorian, and I hope all y'all stay well and safe out there. See y'all next time.